Hi everyone, welcome to Maximum Attack Rallying and to your Thursday dose of rallying chit chat. It is rally week and the WRC is back in action with a new event, well, at least new to the World Rally Championship. So Rally Islas Canarias is a world famous rally in its own right, but it's usually more associated with the European Rally Championship. This year, however, it has been promoted to the WRC to represent Spain on the calendar and is the first pure tarmac rally of the year. I know what you're thinking, Rally Monte Carlo is held on tarmac, but that one is obviously impacted by snow and ice, whereas this is proper racy, high grip stuff. So we've got 301 kilometers over 18 tarmac stages. The nature of the roads means that cutting shouldn't be too much of an issue, so running order won't play a huge role in the result. This is going to be proper racy stuff, but don't think that that means it will be boring by any means. While the rally is running under the Spanish flag, Gran Canaria, where it is held, is actually just off the Atlantic coast of Northern Africa. That means plenty of weather jeopardy. So the forecast looks relatively stable, but this is a place where you can get very rapid changes in weather and you could have multiple different conditions in the same stage. So that will make tyre choice critical. If you've got a bit of rain in one spot, you might want wets. You might then find yourself in a position where you need slicks. So that can be very difficult indeed. And if it stays dry, we might see a bit of tyre degradation. You know, we've got this unknown still in the hand-cooked tyres, so we're not sure how they're going to fare if it's dry and if it's warm. So there is plenty to think about there. In terms of the entry, then Elfyn Evans is leading the championship. That means he leads the 75 car strong field. The Welshman should go well, shouldn't he? He's a handy tarmac driver, so expect decent performance from him. Similarly, Thierry Neuville, he is second on the road. He should go well, another solid tarmac driver. In fact, looking at it, I think you could say that Hyundai's entire lineup is pretty good on tarmac. So we've got Oytanak behind him. He could go well. He has won tarmac rallies before. And of course, Adrian Formeau, he is still searching for his first rally win. And he is the man that has won this rally before. So that will that local knowledge and that experience will play into his hands. And I am certain he would be very pleased indeed if he could get a victory here. Just mentioning M Sport quickly, I do believe this is a new rally to Gregoire Munster. Don't think he's done it before. He did show some decent speed in Monte Carlo, albeit under very different conditions, but that could be a sign that he will have some pace. Josh McAlean, he actually does have some experience of this one, the man who is very much in a learning mode this year. He has competed in Gran Canaria before, albeit in a Hyundai R5, but that little bit of local knowledge that he gained doing that event will surely help him as he continues to learn his way around the Puma. Perhaps the man carrying the most expectation, however, is Sebastian Ogier, so the Toyota driver will make his second appearance of 2025, and while he's not competing regularly these days, I think it's fair to say he will still be among the event favourites. Not many would bet against Seb in these conditions, would they? On smooth tarmac, he is very, very capable. I think this is probably one of the toughest rallies to call in a way, isn't it? Because if it's clean in terms of weather and you don't have any jeopardy in that way and we don't have any mechanical issues, then we're looking at very small gaps. You know, the cars are all pretty close, aren't they? And I think the drivers, you know, the top level, top end drivers are all very close as well. So we could end up with rather small gaps. We don't have big gaps on most WRC events at the best of times. So maybe I should say the worst of times. I don't know. Big gaps are not a good thing, are they? It's great that the competition is so close. So I think this one will be no different unless there are some wildcard weather issues or other incidents. Who is going to win? Who is going to win? I think my gut is telling me Ogier, and I'm going to say Thierry Neuville in second and Elfyn Evans third. That is where I'm at. Does that seem reasonable? Do let me know in the comments what you think and who you think is going to come out on top. The one thing I do know is reasonable, however, is the Maximum Attack Rallying merch store. Make sure you jump on there, have a look, have a scroll through, click on some things and click on that buy button. Maybe you'll find something in there you like. We've got t-shirts and hats and all sorts of other interesting things, and I would be very, very grateful if you would have a look. While I'm shamelessly advertising, if you didn't watch Monday's video, which is an interview with Johan Ragnarsson from JRD Motorsport based in Georgia in the US of A, do check that out. We talk through their new ARC2 project, which is an exciting new rally car for the US market. And we also talk about his career and many other things, so that is very, very much worth checking out. I'll put a link in the description to that so you can go and have a look. Just touching on some of the other categories briefly. So in WRC2, Oliver Solberg is actually leading the Rally 2 entry, but he is not scoring points. Behind him, however, is a brace of Rossells. Johan and Leo are both scoring points and will be there in their Citroen C3s. Following them is a host of other talent, including Junior World Rally Champion from last year, Romek Jurgensen, and Nikolai Gryazin, who won the opening round of the European Rally Championship, so plenty of talent there. There is also an army of very, very eager locals who I'm sure will be very, very excited to try and upset the order and score a win in that category. One thing that is a little bit disappointing is that as we move down the order, the entries in the lower classes are not quite as packed as you might think. I think there are 8 Rally 3 cars, which is about normal. That class isn't the most popular, is it? I think most people jump straight from Rally 4 to Rally 2 cars. But speaking of Rally 4, I was a little bit disappointed. I think there are only 6 Rally 4 cars, mostly Peugeots. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I think it disappoints me that we lost a WRC point scoring category for those cars. So the sooner we get that back, the better. I think there has been talk of bringing it back, hasn't there? And I think that would be really important, because for me, there should be a category, a point scoring, a championship for every category of FIA homologated car. I think having cars that are homologated but can't score points in the WRC is a bit weird, because we should be creating as many opportunities as possible, especially at the lower end, to try and encourage people into the championship. So a bit of a shame there. Hopefully that will change in the future though. So let's wrap this one up there. A very quick preview of Rally Islas Canarias this weekend. I'm excited for it. Nice to be back on tarmac and with a new event. Make sure you let me know your predictions below. Let me know if you think that I am right or wrong. And as always, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe and that like button, and follow me over on socials. And I will see you again next time.